Well, hello everybody. How is everybody doing? Y'all, how was y'all's day? Did y'all have a good day today? Did y'all get enough sleep so you can challenge and tackle the challenges that you had to face today? All right now, because y'all know it's important for us to get our sleep. Well, y'all, before we get into what we're getting into, let me tell you what I'm drinking. Y'all, tonight I have pineapple, orange, carrots. I put a little ginger in there and a drop of lemon essential oil. Y'all ready for this? Look, y'all. Do y'all see this? Look how pretty that is. That is beautiful. Look at there. Simply beautiful. Y'all, this recipe, except the ginger, because I added, the ginger was my own little, only little, my own added bonus to the juice. But I got this recipe from my daughter. Now, my daughter, she's also vegan, and she just started a channel, a YouTube channel, y'all. And the name of her channel is The Plant Based D. And she's on YouTube. So go over and check her out and show her a little love. Go visit over there at her house. All right. So D, I tried your recipe. I added some ginger because you know how I do it. And a drop of lemon essential oil. So let's see if you know what you're doing, girl. Oh, yeah, I think we got a winner. That pineapple is kicking. And the orange, look at there, y'all. Ooh, yes. Ooh, I'm going to call this a citrus celebration. The citrus celebration from the plant-based D. Girl, I'm going to give you a thumbs up on this one. All right, y'all. Well, I didn't come to stay too long in the garden tonight. But I had just been thinking about something. I thought I'd want to come in and share with my friends. Is that okay? You sure? All right. How about you sure? All right. Y'all have been thinking. Y'all know how it is in life, how some of us go through things and some of us experience trauma and tragedy and all kind of situations and in our families, as well as on jobs, as well as with friends and people we thought was our friend and we found out they really wasn't our friend. I don't know. Have any of y'all ever experienced that? Well, I don't know about y'all, but I have. And one day I'm going to tell y'all that story. I might tell y'all that story. Well, y'all, so it is. I'm thinking about a story in the book. And this story is dealing with some brothers. Now, one of the brothers' name was Joseph. Joseph had these brothers, and they kind of didn't like Joseph. Now, maybe you and your family feel like you might be the black sheep of the family, or you might be the family member that everybody, you the outcast of the family, the black sheep, the one that nobody really have anything to do with. You kind of pretty much on your own, doing your own thing. You know what I mean? Well, this was Joseph. Now, some of the problem that Joseph had was because of his father. Now, Joseph's father was named Jacob and his mother was named Rachel. And what happened was Rachel died in childbearing, giving birth to him. So Jacob loved Rachel so much till when Joseph was born, he showed plenty favoritism, y'all. He showed that child so much love, more so than he had given his other sons. So his sons grew to resent him because, number one, the father just doted on him. Number two, Joseph was a dreamer, honey. Joseph would have all these dreams, and in the dreams would always end with him being in a leadership position and his family being under him, like serving him. And they would always get mad. So even one day, his father said, "You telling me that I'm going to serve you?" He was like, "Well, that's what the dream said." So it came to the point where between how the father treated him so special and his dreams that he was having, honey, they couldn't stand him. His brothers could not stand him. Can you imagine if you're in a family and you walking around wearing a jacket like this? Just come follow me for a minute. You walking around and this your jacket. You walking around with a jacket like this. When it's cold or whatever, this your jacket. You got your jacket on, it's cold, and this the type of jacket you have. You dealing with it. This is what daddy bought you. This is what you have on. And you got to keep yourself cooked warm in this particular type of jacket. But then you look down the road, because Daddy was like, well, that jacket is good enough. Go ahead and put that jacket on. And then you look down the road, and Daddy done came out the room, and he done handmade this, sewn this coat for Joseph. And Joseph walking around looking like this. Y'all bear with me. Joseph walking around like this, y'all. He walking around with his coat of many colors. Because his dad had made him a coat of many colors. Y'all see all them pretty colors in the coat? And Joseph probably was walking around flinging the coat, and who knows how he was walking around strutting with that coat of many colors on. And it had all the pretty colors, and it had all different royalty, purple and gold and green. It just had all kinds of colors. And all they had was a little plain old coat. They didn't have nothing special about it. So they grew to resent Joseph, because Joseph and his coat, and everywhere Joseph went, he wore that coat, honey. And so they went out one day. They went out to take care of some business, and Joseph went with them. And they conspired against Joseph. Yes, honey, you feel like family, you don't have haters in your family? Yes, you do. His brothers grew to hate him, to despise him. So they were out there, honey, out there doing their little thing out there, honey. And they got together and they said, y'all, let's go ahead and kill him. Let's just kill him. Let's get rid of him. Let's put him out of our misery. Honey, and Benjamin, one of his brothers, said, let's don't do that. Let's don't kill him, because that would kill Dad. Now, we still kind of mad at Dad because he's showing favoritism, but we don't want to give him no heart attack. And if something happened to his little favorite, that might take him out of him. We don't want to do him like that. So they said, okay, I know what. Let's take that little coat of many colors that he got, and let's put some killer animal, put the blood on it, and tell Dad that we don't know what happened to him. We don't know. We just found his coat and it had blood on it. They was like, I don't know. So they saw a well, child. They was walking by and they saw a well in the ground. They said, y'all, let's put him in here. So they put him in the well, in the hole. And they was going to leave him there and take his coat back, take his little coat of many colors back to the daddy. Well, what had happened was a little caravan came through. Some people came down from Egypt. And they was like, hey, y'all want a slave? We gonna sell y'all. So they sold their own brother into slavery into Egypt. But as fate would have it, Joseph went to Egypt as a slave, but he ended up working in Pharaoh's palace. So much happened, y'all. It's a story, but I'm trying to cut it short. So while Joseph was working in the palace, Pharaoh realized and recognized how intelligent he was and how bright he was. And so Pharaoh promoted him in his kingdom, in his palace. And he said, listen, I'm going to put you over everything. You're going to be my steward. You're going to be over everything. Only thing you don't do is touch my wife. Some of y'all might know the story. Some of y'all may not. But I'm going to give y'all the condensed version. Well, be that as it may, his wife, she was thirsty. She was real thirsty. And she had the thing for Joseph, honey. She kept on calling for Joseph and trying to hook up with Joseph and trying to slide over into Joseph's area. But Joseph kept on denying her. He would deny her, honey, because he loved his position and he loved what he was doing. And he didn't want her. Honey, she went over there and grabbed Joseph. And Joseph didn't have on the coat of many colors because they had took that and gave it to his daddy. But Joseph had on another garment over the top of his clothes. Honey, she grabbed his clothes and Joseph took off, honey, and ran and left his coat. Honey, when Pharaoh came in, when the king came in, she lied on Joseph. She told him that Joseph tried to rape her, and he had Joseph thrown in prison. Now, can you imagine? Here you are doing your job, minding your own self business. Your family done threw you in a hole. Then they done sold you to slavery. Now you done got promoted. Now you demoted. Now you in the dungeon. Well, when he went to the dungeon, they saw his potential. They saw the grace of God, the glory of God on him. And all the guardsmen said, we're going to make you the foreman over all the prisoners. So he was in prison for some years too. Well, Joseph was a dreamer. Remember, Joseph didn't dream. After he got out that hole and after he was sold into slavery, you never heard anything about Joseph dreaming. But he still had the gift. Honey, don't worry about your haters. Don't worry about when people hate on you, when they don't like you, when they try to set traps up for you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to cut this story short, y'all, because I just came into the garden just to encourage us just a little bit. Well, long story short, two people had a dream. in the garden, in the prison. And Joseph ended up interpreting the dreams. One dream, he told the one guy, you gonna get, the king gonna cut your head off, you gonna die. The other one, he told him, he said, the baker, and he told the other one, he said, look, you're gonna be restored back to your place, but when you get restored back to your place, remember me, right? So he went on by this business. He got restored back to his place. The butler got restored back to his place, honey. And it took about 7 years. Joseph still sitting up there in prison. Well, the king had a dream. Nobody could interpret the dream. And so ended up, the butler said, wait a minute, I remember this dude he was down with me. He was doing some time with me. But he told me that I was going to be restored back in my place. Yeah, he can interpret your dream. So that's how he ended up getting out of prison. He interpreted the king's dream. The king restored him back, made him second in command. But he started out being hated by his brothers. They were haters. They hated on him because he couldn't help that he was his daddy's favorite. He couldn't help that his daddy made him a coat of many colors, and he was walking around there prancing in that coat, and they was walking around their dull coats, and he had all them beautiful colors. He couldn't help it. When you can't help it, when God's favor is upon you. You can't help it when doors have been opened for you. You can't help it. The book says that promotion comes from God. It doesn't come from the north, the south, the east, or the west, but it comes from God. Every good and every perfect gift comes from above. So Joseph was just blessed, and was nothing nobody can do about it. When you are blessed, honey, you just blessed. Embrace your favor. Favor, somebody said favor ain't fair. When the Most High has put favor on your life, people are going to hate you. People are not going to like you. People are going to turn their nose up at you. They're going to mistreat you. But the book told us to bless them, to pray for them. Don't hate them. Don't curse them, but pray for them. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about your haters. Embrace your haters. The book says he will prepare a table before us in the presence of our enemies. No matter what's going on, you sit at that table and you eat, because the haters got to come to the table, because he said that he will prepare a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Everything that Joseph had went through, getting put in the well, then sold into slavery, then thrown into prison, ended up being second in command in Egypt. So what happened was there was a famine in Israel, and they didn't have any food. They was dying out. So Joseph's brothers had to end up making that long journey to Egypt to see if they can buy grain, or if they can trade, because they had no food to eat. Joseph recognized them, but they didn't recognize Joseph. But making a long story short, I'm giving y'all a short version tonight. So what happened was Joseph recognized them, but he didn't tell them who he was. So he hid a gold cup in their bags when they gave him the money, and he sold them the seeds and the wheat and the barley. So he hid some of the treasure in the bag, and in the younger brother's bag. Well, when they got ready to go, then he said, wait a minute, something's missing. Wait a minute. So they searched their bags, and they found what Joseph had hid in there. What he did was he told them, he said, well, y'all need to go get y'all father, because Joseph wanted to see his daddy. Y'all go get y'all father. I'm going to keep him here with us. And they said, if we go home without him, daddy is certainly going to kill us. He's going to have a heart attack. He said, well, I'm going to hold him here till y'all get back. Now, they still didn't recognize their brother. When God bless you, with the favor of God is on you, sometimes even your family don't recognize the change that's in you. They don't recognize the anointing and the favor that's on your life. Because the book does say a prophet is without honor in his hometown. His own brothers didn't recognize who he was, as dirty as they did him. So don't fret when people don't recognize you. Don't fret when they don't respect you. Don't fret when they don't call your name and they don't give you your accolades, because God is setting you up for a blessing. Welcome your haters, honey, because your haters are stepping stools, honey. They're stepping stones to your next level. Stop trying to get rid of your haters. Stop trying to dish your haters. Stop running from your haters. Embrace your haters. Say, hi, haters. How y'all doing? Hi, haters. Hi. Embrace them. Pray for them, because of them, God is going to elevate you and going to promote you. But you need the haters there, because God is going to bless you in the midst of your haters. Did that make sense? So they went back and they got their father, and they came back, y'all. Long story short, Joseph revealed to them who he was. And because Joseph was in the position that he was in, he was able to save a whole land of Israel from starvation, from famine. All his family, everybody came. They was together. They was reunited. He didn't hold any grudges. He had forgiven them for what they had did to him. But all of that haterism, All that haterade, everything that they did to him was to promote him, was to take him to the next level. If they had embraced him and kept him and rocked him and kept him in Israel, they all would have died of starvation. But because they hated on him, they put him in the hole. They sold him to slavery. He ended up in Pharaoh's mansion, in his palace. He ended up in the dungeon. Then he ended up back in the palace at a higher position. So stop worrying about who don't like you. Stop worrying about who's hating on you. Don't even give them a second thought. Keep your eyes on the Lord. The book says, set your face like a flint. A flint is like is a rock. Set your face like a flint. Keep your eyes on the Lord. David said, I will look to the hills from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. Stop worrying about your haters, honey. Welcome your haters. Welcome haters. Hi haters. Welcome them. Don't shut the door on them. Let them come on in. Let them take a seat, because you're going to need an audience to testify to the goodness of the Lord for what the Lord is doing in your life. So stop worrying about the haters. Stop worrying about who don't like you. Stop complaining about being the black sheep of the family. You are the black sheep of the family? Good. God can use you. They hate you? Good. God can use you. They lying on you? Good. God can use you. He can use you when you're not caught up in yourself and you're not caught up on what's going on in this world and people despise you and talk about you and lie on you. He said, pray for them, honey, but you got to keep on going. Don't take no thought for them, but welcome your haters. So I want to say, welcome haters. All the haters, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Because of the haters, they're going to be our springboard, our stepping stones. They're going to be the reason why the Lord prepared a table in the presence of your enemies. Don't you want the table to be spread and the feast of the Lord is going on? So if they had not hated on Joseph, if they had not put him in the hole, if they had not sold him into slavery, he would not have been able to be elevated to one of the second highest position in Egypt, and to be able to minister to their needs. But because he went through what he went through, he was able to be there for them and help to meet their needs. So I just wanted to come in the garden tonight and encourage us to not be bothered by the haters. Just begin to say, hi, hater. Pray for your haters and embrace the fact that you have haters. Stop getting bothered by haters, because haters are going to be haters. That's all they know how to do, is to hate. So we just have to pray for them, love them. Don't treat them the way they treat you. Don't start hating on them, but love them, bless them, pray for them, go to God on them, be a blessing to them any way you can. Because guess what? They setting you up for a blessing. They set you up for a deliverance. They're setting you up for a miracle. They're setting you up for the light of the Lord to shine upon you, because you are the favorite of God. You are who the word of God says you are. Remember Galatians 2:20? I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but the Christ that live within me. And the life that I now live, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. So, honey, when you look around and you see your haters, yeah, you might have haters in your own house, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, whatever, your sisters, your brothers. We ain't no greater than Joseph. What happened to him? His own family was hating on him. So don't worry about your haters. Say hi, haters. Embrace your haters. Welcome, haters. Come on in. Have a seat at the table, because the Lord has prepared the table. So, all right, y'all. I'm getting ready to get up out the garden, but I want to encourage you and tell you, if you enjoyed this video, if this video has blessed you in any way, please don't hesitate to give it a thumb up, and share it with somebody that you know that may have a lot of haters, or they feel like they are the black sheep of the family, and they feel like that their life is slow and it's not progressing, because God is setting you up for a blessing. He's setting you up for the big one. So be patient and wait on the Lord. They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. So you are the anointed man. You are the anointed woman of God. So wait on him. It may seem like it's taking a long time, but wait. And while you're waiting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, Lady G's Garden Cafe on YouTube. And I want y'all to be encouraged. And don't worry about the haters. I want you to just in the morning when you're getting ready and you washing your beautiful face and combing your hair, I just want you to look in the mirror and just envision your haters, that all the ones that hate you and just despising you and just doing wicked things to you and laughing at you. Just wave and say, "Hi, haters. Welcome. Come on in. Sit at the table. Haters are welcome." All right, y'all. This is Lady G. I'm getting up out of here. And I want y'all to be encouraged. I want y'all to welcome in the haters. Say, "Hi, haters." And when you say, "Hi, haters," that's right. Say, "Hi, hater," on purpose, because you know God's going to use them to promote you and to elevate you to where you need to be. All right. Until the next video, y'all stay blessed. Later, y'all.